Good morning, folks. Good afternoon. Welcome to Halloween Wednesday. Why am I so excited? Because today it's Halloween and we are talking Black Death, bubonic plague. A lot of people dying, a lot of people getting sick. So, review what were the people accused of during the Inquisition? What was the purpose of the Inquisition? Where did the Inquisition take place? All right, again, new units. So today we're focused on Black Death, inner vocab words, bubonic plague, epidemic, plague. All those you should have a good understanding of by now. All right, get out your textbook, page 276, and I will enter these questions on Play Posit, but you can go ahead and answer this one. What do you think you know about the Black Death based on this picture? Wait a minute, where's the picture? Oh, never mind. Scratch that one. Why are the skeletons driving the cart? Oh, okay, this picture's on 276. Got it. All right, so also answer why are the skeletons driving the carts? What social class does the person in the bottom right represent? What social class is represented by the person under the horse's neck? And why is the skeleton wearing the crown and jewels? So that picture is on 276. So, I will put these on Play Posits. But that is a pretty accurate representation of the Black Plague. So today we will learn what was the Black Death? Where did it originate? How was it spread? Which areas were hit the worst and why? What impact did it have on population? Okay, now, stop right now, whatever you're doing, and think back to the Crusades. What were the Crusades? This is where Christians basically are going around and killing any non-Christians. They thought this is what God wanted. All right, so quick review. There was your quick review. Along the way, Christians went over to Asia. Remember, they are trying to take back the Holy Land. So they go to Asia. They start getting things like silk, bringing it back and trading it, right? So that was a major result, is that now they can go and get all of these new resources that are not in Europe. Good catch, Ray. Good catch. Shut. Anyway, so they're going to Asia. Coming back. Going to Asia. Coming back. A lot of movement back and forth. Right? So you have the First Crusade, Second Crusade, Third and Fourth Crusade over about 50 years there. All right? Going back and forth. So again, another picture just showing trade. Lots of trade. Back and forth. Back and forth. So, not only are the Christians, the ones that are traders, not only are they picking up new goods, new resources, but they are also picking up something else. So, origins in China. The bubonic plague was first noted in China around 1331. Within 15 years, it had spread across Asia to the Black Sea. How did it go from Asia to the Black Sea? Okay, Asia, we know China, at the time Tibet, Persia, and then now the Black Sea. If you look at that map, it is up in the, probably can't see it. Let's see if I can zoom up. Whoopsie. Black Sea. So it went from all the way over there to all the way up there. How does that happen? Oh, I know. The trade, the traders, the people that were so concerned with making money. Not only do they bring back silk and all this great stuff, but they also bring back the bubonic plague. Money's a killer, folks. If you just only live for money, you might bring back the bubonic plague. You just never know. All right, so With the traders coming from Asia, they also bring back the bubonic plague, also known as the Black Death. All right, so again, this just kind of shows the spread of the Black Death, starting in around 13, let's see where we can find, about 1346, it comes from the red. We see the red up here. Spreads 1347, 1348, and then by about 1351, 1352, it has hit most of Europe. All right, again, this is the origins and spread of the Black Death. You have a lot of people that are living close to the sea picking up the bubonic plague. Why? Because they're coming more in contact with the traders than, for example, the people that are more inland, more not by the sea. All right, so I'm going to put these 4 videos, they're all pretty short, on PlayPosit. Just copy and paste each link. All right, so Black Death begins in Asia, travels to Europe along the Silk Road. Now, why is it called the Silk Road? Because that's where people traded silk. Comes from fleas and rats. You probably just saw that in the video. Arrives at Port City in the Black Sea. So Port City, I guess you could kind of compare that to New York City when you had a lot of people moving in from Ellis Island at the beginning or during the 1800s in America, where there's just a lot of activity. And a lot of people are staying in New York City, but a lot of people are also moving out. So the Black Sea, the city closest to there, arrives at Port City, and then travels to Italy with a trading ship. Spreads to the rest of Europe, killing about 1/2 of the population. Now, I believe the population of America is 320 million today. Let's say half of us go bye-bye. That would be the equivalent, okay? So 1/4 or 1/2 of an entire continent is killed by the Black Death, by the bubonic plague. So in your notes, title this the Black Death, also known as bubonic plague, a devastating epidemic that killed about 1/4 of the world's population. Okay, so there are 7 billion, almost 8 billion people in the world today. If 1/4 people get wiped out, you're looking at 2 billion people just off the face of the earth. So basically take a lot of the continent of China, all right? I think China has about 2 billion-ish, or different parts of Asia with China have about 2 billion people. So if this was to happen today, we would have some issues as far as our population. So half of Europe's population completely wiped out by the Black Death, bubonic plague. How it began, again, it started in Asia. People loving that money, loving that dough, money on my mind, like Lil Wayne back in the day. Not only is money on your mind, but rats bringing the bubonic plague, now that's on your mind, all right? So this was carried by traders, started in Asia and was carried by traders along the Silk Road. So make sure you're copying these. Fleas carried the disease. Fleas were on the rats. Gross. And many of you have played this game before, Ring Around the Rosie. Most of you don't know it's about the Black Death, all right? Ring around the Rosie, pockets full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. That's not just to fall down, folks. That means death, all right? So if you look at that top right photo, you kind of see playing around the dead person, around the, what do we call those things up there? The guy with the hatchet. Is that the Grim Reaper or something? Yeah, so
That's
pockets.
like Scream.
Yeah, like Scream. Pockets full of posies, ashes to ashes, we all fall down, meaning everyone's dead. All right, that is, this, if you didn't know, this is about the Black Plague. So not just some kind-hearted elementary game. All right, so today we learned what was the Black Plague, where did it originate, how was it spread. I'll probably have some of these up in PlayPosit, which areas were hit the worst and why. what impact did it have on population. All right, again, make sure we know our vocab. We will have either vocab assignment either tomorrow or early next week. Not sure on that yet. So make sure you're working. If you are behind on any play posits or if you're not finished, you should be about done with the research assignment from Monday. But make sure you are working. Make sure you have watched all the 4 videos, and we should be good to go. Happy Halloween, folks.